And welcome back to Neubrunn. Um, yes, it may only seem like a handful of days since I've recorded the last episode, but yes, I still forget. Um, I get on here like, okay, what are we doing today? Yeah, we're doing a buttload of planting. How about that? Um, what? First off, what am I going to put in these things? That's the that's the thing. Let's see. Oh, and I did either Neubrunn, Amberstone, or both, but I did sort out some cows. Sold the older ones. Um, and one of the farms, I think we have a lot of milk, like 12,000 liters, but I can't remember which one it is right now. I'll look at that here in a minute. Um, if we do not have any more fields of corn, we can probably do another cornfield. Oh, and we got sorghum in that one. Okay, that's running. Cool. Grapes are good. And if we still wanted to get this oil factory built up more than what it is, we can do that. But right now, if anything, sunflowers. How's that doing? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of wool to bring over. And the sugar beet is awesome, so I am not. Oh, wow. That's went up quite a lot. And to think the Taylor shot production is 1,080 cycles per month, but the spinnery is only 576. So I don't know what cotton and wool being worked together at that speed would, what that means probably gives more to the tailor shop. I don't know. But I'm just actually trying to get this built up before we turn it on because I really don't want to. You know what? Let's start it anyway. So we can do sunflowers. We could probably do more canola. Um, More sunflowers, canola, wheat is going to be strictly the chicken food. So we can do sorghum, oats, and barley here in the grain mill. And you are lacking milk. So we can do sunflowers, canola, and oats. Oh, wow. Okay. 8,900 liters. So let's find a tractor. And yes, I got a lot of toys everywhere that needs to come back. Ooh, like this. This needs to go off to the grain mill. And after we get this dumped, I'm pretty sure, like I said, the wool needs to be moved over so we can. I don't know. The wool's Yeah, I can't see good from here. I'm pretty sure you guys could, but we'll sneak over here. Oh yeah, the wool needs to be moved. So let's go grab the pick-me-up trailer, get the wool moved, then we'll come back and grab the milk and get it over here to this dairy. Yeah, it probably would have been wise for me to grab the other tractor and start doing some planting, but you know what? Yes, this can come back home as well. But right now, this can actually sit right here. After we find a tree. How about over here? Very excellent. Alright, that's off the field. Oh, excuse me. Shoot. This still has some sorghum in the tank. Phooey. And I probably should upgrade these harvesters as well. I just don't know which ones I want to go after because of the ones I have already on Amberstone. I mean, if we sell what we have here, you know, the harvesters, the headers and stuff, you know, both outfits, we could probably, I know we can get one of the biggest harvesters. I forget which one it is, but it's a class. And I just don't know how much into the other of the big ones that we can get. You know. But I don't think I still think we will not be able to afford two of the biggest harvesters. Let's put it that way. Okay, so that's... Okay, I don't know why you're not folding up. There you go. Now, mission to find the other tractor. Is this it? Oh, yes, this is the one that was up here at the grain mill. So let's get this back home. And we could put sunflowers up here. So we'll grab the planter and get back. All right, make sure that is set to sunflowers. And what I'll do is I'll go around. Let's get that away from the trees before it decides to fall all the way out. Yeah, how I'm sitting right now is not providing me the best light. Oh, okay. Sweet. Okay, so anyways, what I'll do here is I'll go around the headland. Actually, I think once I get done with this, just this strip here, the worker should have no problem taking over. Do have to move that harvester though, because I think it still might be a tad bit in the way. How about we put you over here like that? Now let's continue. Okay, where are we at? Oh, we're still at the spinnery. Okay, let's get back home. And yes, I did forget we have straw swaths to pick up. We got the milk loaded. Excuse me. We got the milk loaded, and yeah, we're gonna need a bigger tractor to haul that straw wagon. Because yes, I think these two can still do it. Still manage. But we're gonna get bigger equipment anyway at some point. So before we head off with the milk, let's look at these bigger tractors. Because I know we have the McCormick. I believe we have that one. Ooh, that might work. And I have not unlocked any of these yet. Except maybe those two, because I have the red one and Amberstone. How much is that blue one? Yeah, we could buy a field. And oh yeah. We'll think about it. Yeesh. I mean, this is 110 or 107 more horsepower than the red tractor, than the McCormick that we got. Alright, well, let's get this off to the dairy. the straw picked up. Let's get this over to the cows, park it up, and see what's happening next. And I can see we still ain't got a muck spreader. Tisk, tisk, tisk. And since we don't have a muck spreader yet, or even a slurry tank for that matter, I'm pretty sure we don't have one of those either. Or they both be like sitting right here, because the muck spreader would be sitting there, and the slurry spreader would be like right up around in the front there. But ooh, yes, I am watching a video of another content creator, Species 7. Go check them out. Show them some love. This is the third clip of this particular video, and I don't know if we're going to be finishing it in this or not, because what I forgot to do again, as soon as I get over to him, you continue, and you continue. Alright, now we can get back over here to our tractor. But yeah, we don't have a... Sorry. But we don't have a muck spreader or a slurry spreader. So, and you guys are going to have to forgive me. I'm using my homemade steering wheel again for this one. The first two clips was just me holding the phone. So I got it braced half on a stool, half on my knee. That's how you're able to see me in the picture here. One hand is holding, and my right hand is going to be doing all the driving. So, anyways, I didn't disconnect from this yet. So, let's get over to the store, so that way we can pick out our muck spreader and our slurry spreader. Okay, now I do have this one in amberstone. And we got pretty much the same the same size fields pretty much in a roundabout sort of way. That actually holds a lot, and I know we ain't gonna have that much manure, because we have so little cows here. Not like amberstone where we got freaking hundreds. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the pen can only hold 45 or something like that. So we're going to get this smaller one instead. Yes, it's not great, but it works. Now, for the slurry tankers, that's 18 meters. Say that again. That's only 6.2 meters. And I highly doubt we have a 300 horsepower tractor on hand currently. But can hold 20,000 liters. This can hold 18,000 liters. And you know what? we are going to get this slurry spreader. And there they are. Oh, come on. Picture. Why no picture? Picture. Why no picture? Okay, hold on. I want to not let me take a picture. Thank you. Good night. Sheesh. I'm doing the 3-finger on the screen. I'm doing the 3-finger on the screen touch instead of the volume down and the power button. Yeah. Ugh. Anyhow. But anyways, those are our new toys. Oops, that's the wrong direction. Okay, gonna get these over to the cow shed. And I'll see you in a minute. We can back this up here. Perfect. And how much is that going to get taken? Well, apparently we have a lot. But we need to go get our slurry tanker. Be right back. This is going to be a... Oh, well, you know what? We can just park this right there. And let's see, do what animals? Okay, well, the sheep are good. Of course. I'm thinking maybe we can sell those too. But we'd have to actually be at the barn to do it. Those, on the other hand, can be sold. I know that much. All right, so, well, I mean, yeah, they do need more food too. We can sell these cows at another time, but right now they need food. God, I wish you would stop that. Now, where's the front of the... Of course it'd be on the other side. There's a sign. Let's try that again, shall we? Alright. And it's empty. And there's a fence. Good Lord, how many fences did I find already? I should start a fence counter, actually. And that worker's almost done. I don't know how far the other one is. Alright. Grab 4 of those. Yeah, this is me using the one hand, because my other hand's busy holding the bottom of this thing up. Okay, we need to turn this on. Whoops, that's not backwards. This is backwards. Who put this harvester here? Oh, wait, that's me. Alright. Wait for that to load up. Okay, maybe wait for me to pull forward. There we go. Now we can get this back over to the cows. And how much is that being taken? Whoops. The whole thing. Okay. Well, since that worker's done, and we are nearing the end of this episode. There's my trailer, about to hit it. I don't know why that was like that, but anyways, let's see what that other worker's doing. And this one's about done. We can ride with him for a minute. All right, now, as this worker is finishing up, like I said, this is my third clip of the episode. The first one was I cut off after about 20 or so minutes because my phone was getting hot because of where I was sitting. The second clip was because it was getting on, if not reached a little over an hour of recording. That was the only reason why I cut that off. Which you guys have already seen, that massive time lapse with that included going around collecting all the straw, selling it, back and forth. Yeah, whatever, taking the milk to the dairy, whatever, did something beforehand, but then the straw collection, yeah. That was the hour recording of the second clip. And buying the milk spreader and the slurry tanker, yeah, that was the start of the third one. Yeah, play by play, right? Anyway, this worker's almost done here. So anyways, like I said, I'm also watching a video of Mr. Species 7. Go check him out. Show him some love. Hey, our worker's finally done. So anyways, that field is, I think we put sunflowers over there. I'd have to look. I'm pretty sure it's sunflowers. This field was canola, I believe, as is that field. But we have this field here, that field here. I think that's field number 2 over at the yard. And that big one down yonder past the olives. Yeah, and guess what else we can start planting again? Soybeans. And I also got to thinking that if I'm doing oats, if I'm going to do oats, because I was talking about sunflowers, canola, and I think I mentioned oats. I can't remember. But yeah, we can throw some soybeans in too, and I was thinking putting soybeans in that big field over there and these other 3 fields. We could probably put wheat in this one for chicken feed, and then these other 2 can be the oats for the cereal factory. What is, speaking of chicken feed, oh, I guess it's a good idea. We are planting some wheat. I mean, we got enough, but it's 24,000, just under 25,000 liters. And I got to keep remembering that we have extra canola and sorghum in the silo. And we got a buttload of corn, so we don't need to actually worry about any corn. So, and what makes me upset is potatoes, sugar beet, cotton can't go into the, all the, from everything from the potatoes on down, can't go into the silo. So anyhow, what we got, yeah, like I said, we're good for chicken feed, but it's a good thing that we're doing more wheat here. These 2 are oats, and that could be soybeans. Now watch. I'm going to forget wheat, 2 oats, and a soybean. Who knows? So next episode we gotta finish planting. Then we get to go around to at least these 3 fields, weed and fertilize. Actually, I think fertilizing whatever fields that need a second coat. But I know these 3 need to own. Talk straight. These 3 need a first coat of fertilizing. Even, yes, there are some seeders that I've used, maybe the planter, I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. Like this seeder here, gave this field its first coat of fertilizer as well, so it may not need it. That one may need it, I don't know, probably not. I'm just gonna say no. But we'll look next time around. So, for my benefit, wheat, 2 oat, and a soybean. Oh, I cannot wait for the soybean sellathon, if I can say a word, next year. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. What was it this year? Like about around 300,000? Something like that for only like 90,000 liters. Anyways, I am going to end the episode here. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves. I'm out. Peace.